was a veteran of the U.S. Navy Seabees and is the grandfather of Drew Payfield in second grade. We welcome Mr. Edward White, veteran of the United States Army and grandfather to Angelina Bernina, who is a first grader. Chief Warrant Officer Gregory Valente, currently serving in the Army. He is the stepdad who is in first grade. Sergeant First Class Anthony Parente, Army National Guard, and great uncle to Luca and Lucia Matessa. Mr. Robert Lyons, senior, veteran, who was a corporal in the U.S. Marines. He is the father of kindergartner Lenore Lyons. We welcome Mr. Bernard Kane, veteran, who is a sergeant in the U.S. Army Air Corps, and Mr. James Hastings, veteran, who is a sergeant in the U.S. Marine Corps. They are family members of our previous veteran, Mrs. Rose. Chief Petty Officer Ronnie Hall, currently serving in the U.S. Navy for the past 16 years, who was supposed to join us today but called away yesterday. His wife, Alexis Hall, is here today. Come on up, Mrs. Hall. And Mr. Antonio. U.S. Air Force, sorry about that. I'd like to dedicate today's Memorial Day program to all veterans who have served our country, and it is because of these women and men who have served in the military that we are able to live in the freedom here in America. Some were able to come home safely or injured, while others gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Today, my sister Linda, her life partner Jim, and my brother Cliff are here as special guests, and I'm truly honored that they are able to join us today. Cliff and Jim are the veterans who raised our flag this morning. I've known Cliff my whole life and Jim for half of my life. They are two gentle, unassuming souls who are loving husbands, partners, fathers, and brothers to their families. I'd like to share a few things about these gentle souls and what they accomplished serving their country to protect our freedom that we know today. At age 17, Jim McNiff served as a U.S. Navy signal in third class in World War II from 1945 to 1946 on the USS Hornet at the Naval Station Samar, Philippine Islands. He enrolled in the ROTC program at the University of Maine and was commissioned as Second Lieutenant Regular Army upon graduation in June of 1950. He entered active duty in 1950, assigned to the 7th Infantry Regiment at Fort Devens. He was then deployed to Japan and Korea in August of 1950. He was in the Battle of Sachang-mi in North Korea and the Hungnam evacuation. He was part of a task force link-up with airborne attack in North Korea, and he was in the Battle of Imjim River, North Seoul. He was awarded the World War II Victory Medal, Army Occupation Medal, National Defense Medal, United Nations Service Medal, Silver Star with Oak Leaf Cluster, Bronze Star with Combat V for Valor, the Purple Heart, and the Korean Medal with 3 bronze stars. He resigned his commission as captain in May of 1957. Mr. Jim McNiff. At age 18, my brother Clifford served as a U.S. Navy Petty Officer Second Class in the Vietnam War on the USS Waddell DDG-24 from 1971 to 1975. He sailed out of San Diego for a Vietnam deployment which included surveillance of Russian warships. It followed a Westpac tour in 1971, which involved gunline operations near the DMZ, and the year ended with operations in the Indian Ocean during an India-Pakistan crisis. The USS Waddell went back to Vietnam in April of 1992, where she exchanged fire with shore batteries and knocked out several enemy sites. She operated mainly off Quai Vet Naval Base in the Quang Tri Province. In an April firefight, she scored a major hit, suffering a close call when an enemy shell burst off her bow, damaged her ASROC launcher, and littered the deck with shrapnel. She encountered the fiercest return fire that she had ever experienced. She silenced enemy batteries, but also received shrapnel damage before shifting off the waters to DMZ to support ARVN operations. In June, she ended her 1972 Westpac deployment on Yankee Station plane guarding the Coral Sea. After an extensive overhaul, she ran on to other missions and returned to the Far East in 1973, and then returned to San Diego in 1974. Cliff was awarded the National Defense Service Medal, the Navy Unit Commendation Medal, Vietnam Service Medal with 2 Bronze Stars, Republic of Vietnam Campaign Medal, Combat Action Ribbon, and Honorable Discharge Medal. My brother Cliff. These 2 gentle, unassuming men served their countries as giants. Thank you, and all veterans, for your service, and thank you for our freedom. Now stand for our national anthem.